Every evening, when the sun slowly went down, Mr. Hassan pulled his chair closer to the small wooden table in his living room. The room was quiet, too quiet. There was only the soft sound of the clock on the wall. Tick, tock, tick, tock. Across from him was another chair. It was old. The wood was a little worn. The cushion was light blue, faded from many years of use. That chair was empty. But to Mr. Hassan, it was never just an empty chair. It was her chair. His wife, Amina, used to sit there every night. For 42 years they had shared this small house. It was not big or beautiful, but it was full of laughter, full of small talks, full of simple love. After dinner, they always sat together. She would drink her tea slowly. He would read the newspaper out loud. Sometimes she would laugh at the news. Sometimes she would shake her head and say, "The world is becoming strange, Hassan." And he would smile. Now the newspaper stayed folded on the table, and the tea across from him stayed untouched. Every night he still made 2 cups, one for him, one for her. He placed her cup carefully in front of the empty chair. "Today was a warm day," he said softly. His voice was calm, gentle. "I watered the plants in the garden. The roses are growing well this year. You would be happy." The room did not answer, but he waited as if it would. At first, after she was gone, the silence hurt him. It felt heavy, like a stone on his chest. He could not sit in that room. He could not look at the chair. But slowly, something changed. One night, he sat down and whispered, "I don't know how to eat alone." The words came out before he could stop them, and in that quiet moment, he felt close to her again. Since that night, he talked to her every evening. He told her small things: the price of vegetables at the market, the neighbor's new baby, the way the wind moved the trees. Sometimes he told her about his fears. "I am getting slower," he said one night. "My hands shake a little. I dropped a plate today." He laughed softly. "You would have said I am becoming an old man." He paused. "I guess I am." Some nights he spoke about memories. "The day we first met," he said once, looking at the empty chair, "you were wearing that green dress. You looked nervous. You would not look at me." He smiled at the memory. "But you talked so much, I could not say a word." He closed his eyes. "I miss that voice." Outside, cars passed. Children played in the distance. Life moved forward. But inside that small living room, time felt different. The chair remained empty, yet it was full of history, full of invisible moments. There were evenings when his voice broke, when tears rolled slowly down his face. "I should have taken you to the sea one more time," he whispered once. "You always loved the sea." His hands rested on the table. "I thought we had more time." The clock kept ticking. Tick, tock. He never asked for answers. He never expected the chair to speak. He just needed to say the words. Because love does not disappear when someone leaves. It changes. It becomes quieter, softer, but it stays. One rainy night, the power went out. The house became dark. Mr. Hassan lit a small candle and placed it between the 2 chairs. The soft light moved gently across the room. For a moment, the shadow of the empty chair looked almost alive. He smiled. "Do you remember the storm in our first year of marriage?" he said. "We were so afraid. The roof was leaking. You said the house was crying." He chuckled. "And now I am the one who cries." The rain fell harder outside, but inside there was warmth. Years passed like this. Neighbors sometimes wondered why they saw 2 cups on the table through the window. Some thought it was strange, some felt sad, but Mr. Hassan did not care. Every evening he dressed neatly. He combed his thin white hair, he sat down across from her chair, and he talked, because talking to her made him feel less alone. One morning, the neighbor knocked on his door. He did not answer. The house was very still. Inside the living room, 2 cups sat on the table. One was empty, one was full. Mr. Hassan was sitting in his chair. His head was resting gently back. His face looked peaceful, as if he had just finished telling a story. Across from him, the empty chair stood quietly. Sunlight came through the window and touched both chairs. The room was no longer heavy. It felt calm, as if 2 old friends were finally sitting together again. And in that small, simple house, love remained. Not loud, not seen, but deeply, softly present.